Hello, everyone. I'm Adam.
And I'm Rana.
And you're listening to the Strange Escape podcast, where we find you strange, unusual news so you don't have to.
In today's episode, we bring you a couple of interesting stories. We are going to start with this guy who takes a rescue camel to a drive-thru in Las Vegas for fries.
A rescue camel.
The handler said the camel is a rescue from Colorado that now lives in a sanctuary in the Las Vegas area and loves to eat fries.
And I could totally see that. Why wouldn't a camel love French fries? It makes total sense.
It's all Americanized now.
Yeah, he's been in America way too long.
This article is from October 5th, 2022, and I found it on abc7.com. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Unless it happens in the In-N-Out drive-thru.
Oh my gosh. Can you just imagine? This guy pulls up to your window with a camel in the back.
The article on the site actually has a little news video, and it shows the camel and the guy standing there in front of the building.
So it's pretty much what I just said. Yeah, look at this guy. He's just chilling in the front of the In-N-Out.
The camel's, just standing there like a boss.
Waiting for his order.
He wants his fries. All patient. A man decided to ditch his car Tuesday night and take his camel to the drive-thru instead. The handler said, as you can imagine, the camel drew a large crowd with many stopping by to take photos. And that's something you don't see every day, and it's kind of funny that it's in Las Vegas, They got all sorts of things going on there.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to see. It could just be part of a show.
I mean, I personally haven't visited the area, but things I hear from other people and, the documentaries or whatever that mention it.
So I grew up on a farm, and we had all kinds of crazy things dropped off on our door. And this is true story. I'm not making any of this up. We had a llama dropped off. I don't know, it was like one morning, we were all in the house, and we heard this truck kind of pull into the driveway real quick, and we looked out the picture window, and there was a truck and a horse trailer, and these guys jumped out and opened the door, and another guy jumped into the trailer, and me and my brother were just like, what are we doing? Are they dropping a horse off? And no, they're literally shoving this llama out the back, and then they took off. They didn't even shut the door. They just peeled right out of our driveway. Llama, just chilling in our driveway like, what the heck? We were like 2 hours trying to capture this thing. And yes, they spit, and it's not cool.
Did it chase you?
Yeah, it chased us. I mean, it's kind of like those cartoons where the people are, chasing the thing, and then the next frame you see it chasing them back. Is a lot like that. Yeah.
Was that Ira? Or is it a different one?
That wasn't Ira.
No.
Ira
was... You told me of all sorts of animals you've had and then been dropped off and stuff. It's hard to keep track.
No, we actually purposely bought that llama, which is an entirely different story. No, I can't remember the name of that one. I don't know. I'll have to ask Hiram, see if he remembers.
I wish it would have said something a little more further. It was kind of a short article. I mean, the next one is going to be quite a bit longer, and it's kind of a scary thing, honestly. But it never said if it actually got its fries and if it enjoyed it. And I don't know. I would have liked to read about that.
Well, just from the picture on the video, I mean, he knew what was coming through that window. This isn't his first time In-N-Out Burger,
He's standing there just chilling.
Yeah, he's like, here comes my order.
Oh, watching them through the window.
Yeah, just peeking in. Are they done yet?
Well, that's pretty much that for that article. It was, even though it was short, it's just something you don't see every day or hear about. So we definitely had to include this one in one of our episodes.
No, I mean you don't see a camel being drove through the drive-through. Drove through. I don't know.
Well, he's standing there with the lead. I don't know. Maybe he literally walked it through the drive-through.
If I was him, I would have rode it through. That's just me.
I just had the tune of Prince Ali go through my mind.
Oh my gosh. What in the Aladdin?
So this next article is about this man who downed 12 energy drinks in 10 minutes to
Dang.
wow his coworkers.
Yeah, I would say.
And this is really recent. The date is November 16th, 2022. So a lonely gamer narrowly escaped a brush with death after allegedly downing a dozen cans of energy drinks in 10 minutes in a quote-unquote legendary stunt to wow his coworkers.
So I would just like to apologize ahead of time. So we had to relocate where we're recording today, and there is a naughty ferret run around that I can't get a hold of. So if you hear random sounds, crunching, scratching, things of that nature, that's Ratchet running around, being naughty, doing the ferret thing.
Doing his ferret thing.
Yep, little sucker.
Yeah, he gets in trouble quite often. You're like, Ratchet! It's almost like a swear word.
It is a lot like swear word.
So, continuing with our story, the article mentions a doctor. I am not sure. Maybe his last name's pronounced Sue. It's HSU. His first name's Bernard, but
I'd say it's
I want to
Sue.
say it's Sue.
Yeah, I'd say Sue.
He explains what happened to his organs. He has a YouTube video where he tells his viewers. So this doctor, he has a YouTube video and he tells his viewers on what happened with the guy's organs from downing all those energy drinks. He's a clinical pharmacist who's sorry for the laugh, but his YouTube channel name is Chubby Emu.
Chubby emu.
Chubby Emu. I'm sorry. It boasts more than 2.6 million subscribers.
Wow, well, doing better than us, I guess.
He often uploads humorous reenactment videos of bizarre emergency room tales he's either witnessed or heard about. It could be interesting. The 36-year-old gamer was admitted to the ER with a breakthrough abdominal pain. He allegedly chugged 12 energy drinks. In this case, Sue explains that the patient in question, they're calling him JS, was admitted to the ER with breakthrough abdominal. Oh my goodness.
You're really struggling on that word
I
today.
am. In the video reenactment, JS is portrayed as a chubby, bespectacled 36-year-old man obsessed with Pokemon, video games, and things he couldn't have as a kid. He has struggled socially throughout his life.
And I guess that's why we downed 12 energy drinks and exploded our stomach.
At this point, he's just like, YOLO.
Yeah, everyone says that until they die.
Here we go with the crudes thing again.
I'm just saying.
And there's another red handprint on the wall.
Yeah.
Sue describes the ordeal in mortifying detail, telling viewers that after chugging the energy drinks, JS develops heart flutters and back pain. He decides to take a shot of liquor and ends up vomiting in a kitchen sink.
Well,
He's got a chaser. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Isn't that how they usually do it?
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
alcohol
so.
first, and I'm not an alcoholic, so I don't know. Immediately after chugging all 12 energy drinks, JS didn't feel well, Sue stated.
Oh, no kidding, huh? What did we think was going to happen?
He added to take his mind off everything, he started playing some games.
So,
I wonder if it was going slow-mo for him, like Hammy and Over the Hedge.
and over the hedge, yeah. It's all tripping on energy drinks. So, I worked at Coca-Cola when we first got married, and it was right during that period when energy drinks were first being, introduced into the market. And they had this one energy drink called a buku.
Oh my gosh. Those are gone now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gone. But they took them off the shelves because, first off, these things came in huge cans. I mean, they were like 24-ounce cans. And if I remember right, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, it's been a long time, but they had like the equivalent of like 2 or 3 Red Bulls in them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I wonder how they are compared to the bangs.
they were.
So those bangs are strong.
But anyway, where I'm going with this is that people would chug these things and then go, run a mile or, whatever, and they were exploding their hearts and having heart attacks and all kinds of things. And a couple of them sued Coke, and Coke ended up pulling them off the shelf.
Even though...
Well, so they pulled them off the shelf for a while, and then if I remember right, we got them back a different formula, but like the sales kind of plummeted. They didn't do real good after that.
It's crazy. People do stupid stuff, and then I don't know.
Then Full Throttle and Monster kind of took their place.
Oh, I see.
But technically, Monster is a Hansen product, so
Hansen?
yeah, it's just distributed by Coke. Well, at least it was back then. Maybe Coke bought them.
Well, do you remember? You guys were loading Monsters on the trucks, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I remember you telling me a story about how a lot of those pallets and the cases would leak and eat the metal framing and the concrete.
Yeah,
and
so
here we are just like pounding. I wonder, I mean, we're going to find out what exactly happened to this guy, and it's no wonder why.
So, I mean, the Monsters had their own racking, and so you could fit 3 pallets up,
Mm-hmm.
And invariably, the cans on the edges, I mean, they'd either get crunched or they'd get, damaged somehow, and they'd seep. And that would run down, I mean, it took a while. It wasn't like overnight, but by the time you got to that M pallet at the top, the steel racking below it, it had 8 holes in it. Like we were...
It's all corroded.
Yeah, we were consistently replacing those beams. And the concrete on the floor on the bottom ones were the same way. It'd take the finish right off of the concrete.
Man, the things we put in our bodies and what our bodies can tolerate and filter and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Okay. The gamer who was later unable to eat or drink anything allegedly delayed seeking medical attention for several hours, which Sue said ultimately resulted in the onset of acute pancreatitis. Pancreatitis. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Okay, there again, the podcast where the news is real and names are just made up.
But he's standing over here, he's not trying to say it. He's like, nope, she's struggling. I'm good.
Well, there's no need for both of us to look like the idiots at the same time.
At the hospital, doctors made a shocking discovery. J.S. pancreas had started to quote-unquote digest itself as his body struggled to keep up with the pound of sugar. Holy cow! A pound of sugar and loads of caffeine from the 12 cans.
Oh.
His pancreas was swollen with fluid.
Whoa. That is a lot of sugar, man.
What is it? The pound of sugar. The fluid buildup became infected. Gross.
Oh, that is really gross.
That's really gross. According to Sue, and his liver and kidneys started to shut down. Doctors treat the unnamed gamer who reportedly vomited on a nurse's shoes with IV fluids and antibiotics before releasing him. The incident, Sue explained, was a wake-up call for the man. His blood test showed he had prediabetes.
Oh, shit.
A condition where blood sugar levels are higher than normal. He's lucky he was still alive then.
Yeah, he's lucky it just didn't get home.
That's a lot of, it's already high and then you're...
Well, and...
but not high enough for a diabetes diagnosis, so...
But your body's already trying to simulate all these different things that you just dumped in there on top of a pound of sugar. Dang.
Most people know that energy drinks can be dangerous, as, we just talked about, when consumed in huge excess. If you have one once in a while and you're young and healthy, it's probably not a big deal. But if you start chugging multiple cans back to back, then bad things are probably going to happen. The YouTube video has racked up more than 6.5 million views since it was posted in September 2021.
Dang.
Maybe some of our listeners have already seen it and know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
The main thing I learned from Chubby Emu's videos, I can't get over that name,
Chubby Emu,
is that as soon as you get hospitalized for any reason, no matter how ashamed you might be, always tell everything that happened to the doctors, one user wrote in the video comment section. Health experts have long sounded off on the danger sugary caffeinated beverages such as Red Bull, Monster, 5-Hour Energy, and Rockstar pose, particularly as energy drink challenges. These challenges, I think it's just, idiots weeding themselves out. But
yeah, I honestly think it's natural selection
if
at
it's
work.
Stupid. I don't know. It's not worth it to me for entertainment reasons and stuff. I guess some people just want the risk. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't either. Just eat a Tide Pod.
Of course, it says particularly as energy drink challenges have proliferated on TikTok. Of course, it's TikTok.
Of course.
And other social media platforms. In 2021, OnlyFans. Oh, jeez, we're all going into OnlyFans now.
Oh, OnlyFans. See, we just can't get away from it.
I know. TikTok, OnlyFans, man. YouTube. This thing's just full of social media.
Well, it's no wonder he's got 12 million views.
For just that video?
Yeah.
6.5.
Oh, well.
But, I mean, let's see. Yeah, this was, what did I say, as of November? I believe, yeah. So not, I don't know, maybe.
We need to be doing whatever he is.
Right?
So, no judgments here, man.
So, this OnlyFans model, Brittany Portillo? I don't know. I have problems with the double L's. It's either Portillo or Portillo. I guess it just depends on where you're from, or, I'm, like I said, we're always butchering names here, so.
Yeah, but she says
we'll just
that.
go with it.
She says that, but, I mean, she pronounces Native American names all the time.
Some of those Hopi names, man.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting. And, I mean, she nails that, so.
But, these, yeah. Anyways, moving on. She suffered a heart attack after she recorded herself undertaking TikTok's quote-unquote dry scooping challenge, in which users were prompted to ingest a handful of supplemental energy powder without water. It's just weeding itself out. That's
it is.
I don't know what else to say.
It's natural selection.
I hate to say it, but just let it happen.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you're eating Tide Pods,
oh jeez,
I don't know. Does the world really need you?
I know it sounds bad, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
I never thought something like this would ever happen to me, she said. She was then 20, especially because I'm so young. But, okay, so just because you're young and healthy, it doesn't necessarily mean that your body is able to take what you're giving it.
Well, especially when you're giving it to it in huge amounts, like the dry powder thing. It is meant to be water soluble. It's meant to be in a water, vessel when it goes down, not dry.
And there's a lot of underlying conditions or genetics or something that you don't know about.
Yeah, until you drink 12 energy drinks and go to the hospital.
And then it aggravates it. Yeah. I mean, I've got some conditions. I kind of have an idea what aggravates it. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you want to, let's just not do that and find out.
Yeah, they're like, YOLO.
YOLO. But like I said, I don't understand any of it, any of those challenges. And I know some people who have really downed a lot of stuff, and it's like for the thrill, or they just don't care or something. I don't know.
Well, like hand sanitizer. That's
oh my
another.
Gosh.
People were drinking that, by the way.
Yeah. They drink it at the beginning of COVID, thinking it was gonna sanitize their body, I guess. I don't know. And I firsthand have seen, okay, well, I didn't witness it, but I've been there when this person, like, left to the hospital after ingesting hand sanitizer because he was an alcoholic. And he didn't have access to alcohol. So what better than to go to hand sanitizer and be a moron and drink it? He would have died if he didn't go. He ingested enough, it would have killed him.
That's a crazy amount, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, so that wraps up this newscast for you for the week. If you like this and enjoy it, what would really help us out is if you share it with your friends. You know, is there anyone else that wants weird, funny, strange news? Share it. And as always, we appreciate you listening. And until next time.
Until next time.